Okay guys, so I have rocked up at Swole Gym today. Thought I'd try it out. I've met Max, the owner of Swole, a few times. Really nice guy. And obviously now that he's opened up a gym, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll come try it out. So I've got a day pass. I did miss the turning the first time round, I will be honest. But I found it, and to be fair, there was a massive sign that said Valentine's Farm. So I could have looked for that, but I didn't. And there was a gate, so you do have to ring the gym every time you want to come in, but again, totally fine. So yeah, I'm gonna basically just have a bit of a play about today. I'm not actually going to follow a strict program, and it will just be fun to see what sort of equipment they've got. So I haven't even started training yet. Basically saw Max, had a little bit of a catch up, and he's taken me around the entire gym, giving me a tour upstairs and downstairs. I've got to say, I'm very impressed. And he's also said to me that there's more kit coming. So he's just ordered a pendulum squat, and he's gonna get like a decline chest press. So there's still even more kit coming. So I'm really excited actually. Like, this could be a nice little find. And also, as you can see behind me, there's a nice little vanity mirror. He's also got all of the different attachments for the hair dryer, and also, like, you know, ladies, he's got you covered. There's like tampons just in case you need it, sneaky bit of deodorant. And yeah, like, how cute is this? I mean, these are so clean. I mean, check that out for a gym shower. Guys, this is a shower in a gym. So good. Right, I'm gonna go do my thing and I'm gonna start training. I'll see you later. Good morning everyone, how are we all doing? So I'm actually coming to you like a whole week after I last left you. Sorry. So basically I did go to Swole, and I will give you my review of Swole. It's just that I planned on doing my feedback on the Tuesday, like that evening, and my idea was that I was basically just gonna do like a cute, like, little feedback thing where basically I was going to do it in real time with Connor. So I was going to set it up, I was going to like get ready for bed, and then while telling him what I thought of Swole, I would inadvertently be telling you guys what I thought of Swole. However, he came back at like 8 o'clock at night, decided to go to Sainsbury's despite the fact he had dinner already in the fridge. And then, you know, we just went like, oh my God, I'm too tired, he's too tired. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, and I just, honestly, when I say I've been so busy, I just have not had time to actually sit down and like collect my thoughts, let alone like, you know, record a video for you guys. Also, I want to put this down because my arm's hurting. Hang on a sec. Right, there we go, much better. And now I can make myself a cup of coffee too. So like, honestly, the stress this week has just been so unreal. Like, I've been getting chest pains, like I've been really irritable. I just, all of the normal signs of like being burnt out and overworked and overstressed. So unfortunately, like, you know, stuff like this has just been a back burner because obviously I've got to focus on what really matters, which is my career, my business. You know, so as much as I love doing this sort of stuff, like, had to take a bit of a back burner. And I even bought myself paint by numbers, an adult one, to try and calm my stress levels. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet, which probably explains why they're still quite high. I have boiled this, by the way. I'm not a mad woman pouring cold water in. Although I do actually feel quite validated in my stress levels. So, you know, like sometimes when you say to people, oh, I'm really stressed, and you just feel like that the response that you get from them is like, oh yeah, you know, we're all stressed. No. My Aura ring, which, by the way, do you like, I know it's a bit chunky, but like, this Aura ring, I'm actually in love with. The only thing for me that would make me completely get rid of my Apple Watch, which to be fair, some days I do, but I do need to wear it when I'm working, is literally, if you could tap this and be like, tap, that's the time, tap, there's your steps, I would actually completely sack off the Apple Watch for my Aura Ring because I absolutely love it. I'm not sponsored, by the way, no ad, although Aura Ring, if you need yourself a Fitfluencer, I'm right here. But yeah, so I really love this. And the key thing for me is the fact that it's actually been tracking my sleep and my stress levels and my readiness score. And I have noticed on those days when I've been getting heart palpitations or chest pains, like it's picked up on it. Like when I have a look, and I did show it to Connor, and he's one of those ones where he'll be like, yeah, well, you know, if you're stressed, just calm down. I'm like, okay, yeah, great. That's really easy. I'll just calm down, shall I? And I showed it to him and I said, look, today I've actually been a bit less stressed. I didn't get any chest pains, and it was actually reflected in my Aura Ring in the fact that all of last week I was constantly in stressed and engaged. Like for the entire day, it was like up there. Whereas yesterday, I actually spent a larger amount of time. I was still in stressed and engaged, but I spent a larger amount of time in the relaxed zone, and I felt a lot more relaxed yesterday. The only thing is that like here, I was just so tired. Like mentally, I was there. But behind my eyes, like I actually went to the local shop to get some squash for my locker at work, and I literally walked back like this because my eyes were just so heavy. But I didn't feel tired. Don't feel tired. And I flat out refused to have a can of Monster. I was like, I'm only working 5 hours today because I've had about 3 cancellations. I am not bowing down to the overlord that is Monster. I mean, I love it. It's sweetness. It's really bad for you, but I do love it. And I was like, no, this is ridiculous. It's a really easy day for me today. I'm not doing it. But again, it's like, I feel bad having that reliance on having to have a can of Monster in order to feel like I'm functioning when that shouldn't be the case, especially when mentally felt fine. No brain fog, no nothing. But behind my eyes, I just could not get them open. And I had the same thing in the morning when Connor left to go to work. You know, I was able to get up and give him a hug and stuff, but I was there like. Whereas today, I don't know, I haven't actually checked my Aura Ring score, don't know what my sleep and everything is, but I feel a lot more on it. Like it's already, I don't know the time, it's 10 to 9 in the morning, hence why I'm still dressed like this and I'm going to go get ready for the day. Yeah, it's 10 to 9 in the morning and I've already got so much done, like boom. I'm just making myself a cup of coffee, which I've done. I'm going to go get dressed and then I'm going to do my client check-ins. So we're going to smash that out. Oh yeah, the actual reason why you came here, my review of Swole. I think it has the potential to do really well. I think it's got the potential to be a really good gym. So I really loved the TV screens up there. They weren't necessary, but it did give you like that bodybuilder vibe. Like if you've been to, not so much over here, but like especially like in the States, they do have a lot of TV screens going on and stuff in the meathead gyms. Had really good equipment like hammer strength belt squat, hammer strength glute drive, and then like the fact as well, like when you're in the toilets, like I think I showed that he's got tampons in there for you ladies. You've got all these different hairbrush attachments. Like it's all really good. There was just like a few things, and I'm pretty sure Max knows about these because although I didn't get a chance to tell him myself, I told a mutual friend of ours what I thought, and she pretty much agreed with me and she's relayed it to him. So although I haven't actually had the conversation with him, I think he does know about these sort of things. But like for me on the glute drive, just having that barbell cushion pads, you know, that's a really simple fix. So it's not negative to the gym. It's just the fact that having that would have been really good because I felt like I had to go slightly lighter on the glute drive because I was too focused about the fact that my hips were like really sore. So the cardio section was really limited. Fine, I've been to plenty of meathead gyms, so like Warehouse has like a pretty decent amount of cardio, but still quite limited compared to like a Pure Gym or something like that. Fat Owls in Shepperton, that has very limited cardio. Fine, totally okay with that. But those gyms all have at least one treadmill, one bike, one cross trainer, one row. At Swole, there was, I think, 3 bikes, 2 Stairmasters, no treadmills, which that was a real shock for me when I came out, because I'd done my session that I filmed for you guys, and then I was like, right, I'm working from home today, steps are going to be a bit low, weather was a bit shitty, so I was like, I'm going to walk on the treadmill and get my steps in. And I had some admin to do as well, so I really like doing my steps on the treadmill, because then I can just walk. I know I'm not going to bump into anything, and I can just focus on my phone, send out those text messages, boom, 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 boom. I literally got out of I came out of the dressing room and I went, la, la, la. Oh, no treadmill. So I sat on the bike instead, so it's not a massive issue, but it was just very odd that there wasn't a treadmill. And I think like some people who might be looking at the gym as a prospective gym might be put off by the fact that there's no treadmill. Like I said, it's not a major issue. Like, I got on the bike, but I just found it odd that you had 2 Stairmasters and no treadmill. And yeah, like I feel like for me as well, and I don't know how much of this is in like Max's control. I'm assuming it's not actually within his control, and that it's just something that the premises has. But it's a bit off-putting and a bit frustrating when you want to go to the gym and then you have to like park up, ring the phone number, they'll open the gate and then you go in. It's quite nice because you've got that exclusivity there, but like if you're going to do that every single day, it's a little bit frustrating. And this isn't something against the gym either, but maybe this is just something that Max needs to think about, is the fact that obviously because I missed the turning the first time, maybe just have that sign there. Like there's a sign that says Rose Lane Farm, and I think the other businesses that are on that bit of land have their signs down there, but there actually wasn't a sign that said Swole Gym until you got to the gate. So maybe he could stick one of them up. But again, that's nothing against the gym. Like, that's just something to think about. But yeah, like I had a really good experience. Like, I really enjoyed the protein shake. It was a really good, pleasant experience, and I am planning on going back, so don't get me wrong. Like, it's a good gym and I had a good time there. And I've been saying this to people when they've asked me what my opinion is, like, in person, and I'm like, I don't want to compare it to the already established bodybuilding gyms, like Warehouse, like Fat Owls, because the thing is, they're established. You know, they've been around long enough that they know what they need and they've got everything there. Whereas Swole's been open for less than a month. It opened on the 1st of July and we're on the 29th now, so nearly a month. So there are going to be little things like having the barbell pad and stuff like that, you know, being a bloke and not getting a female's perspective, he's just not going to have thought of. Which also, props to him for thinking about like the tampons and the hairdryer, because, you know, I appreciate, guys, it's difficult to get in women's heads most of the time, you know. So I think he's done a really, really good job. There's just always going to be, no matter what you do, those slight little issues or things where you're like, oh, we just need this, oh, we forgot about that, you know. So, and they're really easy fixes. So I don't think you should take that away from that at all. Like I said, really, really pleasant environment, really pretty pleasant experience training there. And like I said, you shouldn't compare it to the established gyms, but you also have to compare it to the established gyms, because whether you like it or not, those are going to be his competitors. So if you're somebody that's looking at buying membership, you're going to be like, well, why would I get membership at Swole when actually I could get membership at one of these 2 gyms that has more equipment, has the barbell pad, has a treadmill, and actually is cheaper? Because that's the other thing as well, is the fact that and I appreciate it, but it's quite expensive. So a day pass for Swole is £12.50. A day pass at one of the other gyms is £9 or £10, depending on how you do it. And actually, if you get the group of 6-day passes at Warehouse, it works out even cheaper than that. So, and then we've got actual membership as well. Like, I think Fat Owls is 60, and I think Warehouse is the same. They might have increased their prices since I last looked at it. Whereas Swole's looking at £90 a month. And as a consumer, if you're looking at that, well, why would I want to pay £90 when I can pay 60, 70, even 80, it's still less, and get a lot more? So it's just one of those things. Would I recommend a gym session at Swole? Yes, I think you're going to have a very good session. I had a very good time, and I think you're going to love it. However, I do think that there are some tweaks that need to be made in order for it to compete with its competitors in the local area. And actually, I think Swole would make a really good content gym, or like a PT gym, or like a semi-private gym, you know, where you have limited memberships, but then actually PTs pay £10 per session or whatever, and then they can bring their clients in for a semi-private PT because you know that it's going to be quiet, so you can get on more kit. Or even selling memberships for content creators. You know, if it's going to be a quiet gym, charge them £10 a day or whatever to then film their content in there. Like, I think if the memberships is not something that's going to be keeping it up, which again, you know, early days, you know, but if it doesn't pick up, maybe there's that extra route of, you know, advertising to the PTs, to the content creators in the local area, and having it as one of those gyms, you know, because aesthetically it's a very nice gym. So I don't know, but yeah, I had a great time. I'm planning on going back today. If I don't go back today, I'll go back Friday, depending on how much work I get done. And yeah, and on that note, because I've got so much work to do, and you've got the second half of the video like I kind of promised, but said it was going to happen anyway, I need to crack on, get changed, drink my coffee. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, if you like these kind of like vlog style videos, please let me know. If there's any content you want to see, whether it's workouts, whether it's more educational videos, whether it's step routines, again, just drop a comment in the comment box down below. I don't really know what to do with this channel at the moment. I'm just kind of like documenting and seeing what you guys like. But yeah, anyway, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
We began to feel the fire.